I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wigiana. I got you.
And Drew, I feel like this season you have a lot that you have to deal with.
Girl.
And so new music, first of all,
Yes.
let's put that out because you were doing a video. And this is a song that Ralph, did he write this song?
He produced it. He
wrote
co-produced it.
Okay, he co-produced it.
Yeah.
And so, but y'all were going through, I guess in the studio, that's when things were really working between you guys as you were trying to work through your marriage.
Yes.
But then unfortunately, we found out that things did end up falling apart and you both actually filed for divorce. Right? Like you filed first and then he filed right after.
Y'all racing to the courthouse.
Why does that happen? Just for people who don't know.
Yeah.
Like, why does it matter who files for divorce?
Well, we were in marriage counseling. So I'll start there. We were in marriage counseling. He stopped coming to marriage counseling. And I stayed in marriage counseling. And during that time, we focused on music because that was like what brought us together. And that was our happy place. So that was kind of a good distraction for us. But we weren't dealing with the issues in the marriage. So ultimately, what you see is, we're enjoying each other. We enjoy music. We're both passionate. But those issues were still coming up, some on camera, some off camera. And really, we just reached a breaking point of things that continuously happened in the marriage that I no longer could deal with.
Right.
So he caught wind that I was filing, and I filed. And a testament to who he is, he tried to beat me. So it was like, no.
Does it matter?
What's the point?
Yeah,
what's
what
the
does it
point
matter
of
with
that?
the-
Like, what's the point of who files? Why would he try to beat you to do that? What does that even? Is it just for the public? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I felt like it was just for public reputation, to save face, to maybe deflect and flip it in a way to be the victim. I really can't speak for him, but that was how it felt to me.
Andrew, I want to make sure that we're sensitive to you because this is real life issues. You guys have children together.
Yeah.
This is not like a TV acting situation.
Yeah.
I know this isn't easy for you. You guys
Yeah.
had 8 years of marriage. You put up with a lot. Honestly, even in previous seasons, I definitely feel for you because it felt like you wanted your marriage to work. You just wanted some honesty. And there were certain things that I think anybody watching is like, he bugging.
Now he bugging.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this is wild. This is crazy. And so I saw the reason that you filed was these infidelities, that were happening and people even sending screenshots of conversations and things like that. Yeah. And how did he react to that? Because it feels like he also doesn't really take much accountability.
That part, yeah. That was it. It was, as a woman, as a wife, I just did what I felt that was my duty, which was to submit to my husband. And the better for worse was really sincere in my heart. My parents have been married for 60 years. So I only see, my example was seeing two people who loved each other constantly working to make their marriage right. So, yeah, we had issues, but I always looked to him to own it, emotionally help me heal, apologize, just make things right. And I never received that. So the trust diminished. I now can say I think I lost a lot of confidence,
Right.
even still. So, yeah, ultimately it was like enough is enough. Like now it's the public humiliation of it. So it's not even that we're dealing with this behind closed doors. And all of that just kind of had me to reach a breaking point.
You think this show made it worse, like the attention that he was getting from that and people also being able to see everything play out? I remember, and when this happened, I was on the Breakfast Club at the time, but he did this whole thing where he went out of town and didn't tell you where he was going. I made that a topic. I was like, you can't go out of town and just not say where you are and think that that's okay and just be like, I need to get away.
Yeah.
Like getting away is like, let me go for a walk around the block for
Right.
30 minutes.
Or
and
this is where I'm going. This is where I'm staying. Here's my address. Let me that's stepping
Yes.
away and having a moment to yourself.
Yeah. I mean, that was like, I understand people needing a break, a timeout, but let me know. We have 3 kids. This was right after my Achilles surgery. So I essentially had like one good leg. I was in a cast and the other one. So it was like, you leave. That was crazy. And I didn't know where he was and he wasn't answering. So that was, an episode that I thought we moved past, but there was more of that,
Right.
So it just It wasn't getting better.
Feel like even this is a big deal because Ralph hasn't been present for marriage counseling. I feel like sometimes I have a breakdown. Sometimes I need a hug. Sometimes I need to just talk. We started marriage counseling together, but then out of nowhere, you just stop.
But I've been working on myself. Thinking about the changes that I've been making.
What changes?
I left the room.
I had this narrative of like, you hear they're getting a divorce, you think, well, we had Tampa.
Yep.
You know, we had like the chocolate,
assistant.
right, the assistant, the chocolate magic Mike, and who knows,
Which
Vegas.
the chocolate magic Mike, which that has already aired, right?
Yeah,
so I
that
can
just
say
aired.
this. So Ralph was in Vegas for a tech conference, which I knew that because we were friends. You know, we were building this friendship. We were friends, cousin at this point. So when that happened, I was literally like, when I told him, I'm like, what were you? He's like, I was there for work. Drew knew that. He's like, oh, Drew and I were just joking about that. That wasn't real. I'm like, are you kidding me? So when you see it, it looks like it was real, but it was a joke between him and Drew that Drew then brings back to the friend group like he really was doing this, which to me is just not okay.
Oh, so he was never even doing
No,
the chocolate.
it was a joke. It was, someone said it to him as a joke, and him and Drew were laughing about it. And she's like, what are you doing your little Magic Mike thing in Vegas? And he thought it was funny. And then when he saw it, he was so heartbroken.
Yeah, I mean, you think he's in. First of all, we all know, we picture Vegas. We've all been there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now you picture that you're on this movie. Some woman invited you to audition for Chocolate Magic Mike. We all can imagine what is probably happening there. Yeah. At least that narrative.
Yeah, right. So it was a narrative that she ran with that wasn't even real.
And that can't be innocent. Like, Drew must be... I mean, she can't just be saying this thinking, oh, wait, was that caught on camera? It's producers.
I think that up until this point, Ralph might have given her more of a benefit, like saying, well, I know Drew, and, she jokes about a lot of things, but I think now it's super clear.
I think so.
Yeah, to not just Ralph, but the audience as well.
So, right. So there was really no Tampa in terms of like...
He went to Tampa,
right, but he didn't disappear
no.
in the stripper. And there was no Chocolate Magic Mike where he went to Vegas. Interesting.
From what he told me. I mean, I know he was at a tech conference. He did a live, actually, from the conference. So that's what he was in Vegas for.
So why doesn't he just... I mean, I know, like, technically he's not the housewife. It's like not the tight... Like, why don't you just say, well, this is fake? I don't know. If I were Ralph, I would say that.
You would, right?
I would.
No, you think he might do that on the reunion this year?
I think maybe, yeah.
Maybe. If I was him, I would. I don't know.
I mean, I would, especially if you're getting this divorce. And
yeah. I think that every housewife, I'm pretty sure everyone has said that Drew is a compulsive liar this season so far. So I think the audience is starting to pick up on that maybe. And I think maybe he will. I don't know.
So what do you think is worse? A compulsive liar, Drew, or someone who is treating production horribly and basically sucks the life out of a room?
I think someone who treats people horribly and sucks the life out of the room, because I'm not sure if Drew even understands the damage that she does with her lying. I think it's to have a narrative and to double down on storylines fitting the narrative that she's put out there to continue the story on the platform. And I think that she thinks probably that Ralph's supposed to just be like, I'm taking one for the team. This is my wife. This is for our family. It's just TV Ralph.
Ralph has moved out of the bedroom, and we're not even sharing the same space. So very disconnected.
One thing that I've learned about the two of you is you absolutely love one another. What's unfortunate, though, is at this point, you're just really disconnected.
Yeah, me moving out the bedroom is me actually getting to a place where I'm comfortable.
How does that feel?
Alone. I think he's happy.
Liberating.
Him moving out of the room, he never ever discussed with me. So it seems irresponsible to me to just make such a big change, because even the kids have noticed, like, why is dad sleeping in the other room?
That's a lie.
No, actually that happened. JoJo texted me. I don't have to lie. You want to use that narrative, and that's not actually the truth.
But Drew.
So JoJo did. He said, I think dad is sleeping in the guest room for some reason. He said, Micaiah and I are both mad because he wouldn't let them sleep with him. And I said, oh, it's all good. Daddy's sleeping in there because I'm getting home so late and he has work in the morning. And I usually wake him up. Everything will be back to normal after I wrap this movie.
I know a strappiana when I see one. Ooh, get the strap. You better live it up. Get the strap. You better live it up.
Like, sometimes I'm like, this is really close to, like, who I am for real. Like, she's a wife, she's submissive, she's
A lesbian?
To be clear, what was dropped in the blogs was that Drew and Ty, well, she's cool. Me and Ty are cool. We friends too. But she's known to the public because she used to be in a relationship with Mimi, who used to also be on the other reality show, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And so Ty is a public person, meaning she's been in the public eye before. She has had her own professional career as an athlete in the WNBA before. So she's had her own career of success or whatever. So it's not like she's, trying to put herself out there, and she's not trying to get any hype off of this situation. Right. So I want y'all to be clear. This ain't a person who just tried to send a story to the blogs or anything. So this was not sent by Ty. I'm just trying to make that clear.
Right.
But apparently, Mimi, who used to be in a relationship with Ty, had posted a picture. What she post? I forgot.
A pic of Drew and Ty, I think, right?
She posted a picture of Drew and Ty.
Oh, Ty was at Ralph's party?
Mm-hmm. Ty was at Ralph's party.
I didn't know that.
So
Did Ralph know Ty prior to this? No, I don't think.
No, Drew did invite Ty to the party. To be clear. Now,
child, that's news for me.
No, she invited Ty to Ralph's party.
Oh, well, so you didn't go.
Mm-mm. I wasn't invited because
you saying to Ralph's party?
Yeah.
Okay.
He invited me, and then me and Drew were like beefing. I was like, "That's not a good idea." And he's like, "All right, cool." Like,
Mm-hmm.
But I was invited. I chose not to go because of where Drew and I were.
Right. So anyway, to be clear to everyone, this tea dropped in the blogs. It was going viral as Drew was sitting down in her chair.
It is at.
I was just thinking about when I was here and Ralph was here.
Rumor starts to circulate after Drew and Ralph's divorce news.
I don't really have my ear to the streets like that, so I wasn't hearing a lot of rumors. I mean, obviously I know the stuff that they go through that we've all seen, like they've struggled with, and the gaslighting, all that kind of stuff, but I was literally shocked.
There was a lot of rumors out there.
There's a lot of
rumors out there.
You know
that
Sheree here was in the street.
I mean, it's just the energy we're in. I have no idea. When it came out, it was definitely, because I found out with you actually in my
You were in the
interview,
chair.
right?
Rumors are just that, they're rumors. Had I heard some things after they filed for divorce, but never before.
Now, what I will say is, on this episode, I did not like how she tried to drop in there about, what did she say? I met Ty on Candy's movie.
Like, you were the mastermind
On
behind
this
this whole
movie.
thing. Candy, you're good.
I'm like, why she sitting up there acting like I'm like,
Yeah.
she's acting like I am the mastermind
Yes.
of her being a full-out lesbian and going on.
Candy, you are good, girl.
Why did she drop my name in there like that? And it was the way she said it.
You know why.
She said, on Candy's movie. What? Girl.
With Drew.
And as soon as they put that out, I knew somebody was going to try to blame me for that mess. So I'm going to clear up her meeting Candy's movie. How she ended up meeting on Candy's movie.
Please do, because I want to hear this.
Okay.
Let's
So be clear.
speak on it, Candy.
Yes, because I didn't like that. Because first of all, I did not like when she told Sheree during the season that I had made up the story about her kissing girls for the sake of promoting a movie.
But no, one believe that. Like,
yeah, but I didn't like it. Right. I didn't like it. So anyway, I definitely didn't like her dropping my name again in that way. So anyway, from the way my understanding is, okay, so our movie stars, the three major leads are Drew, Erica, which is a friend of mine, but she's an amazing actress,
right,
and Rob,
right,
okay. They all are actors who work a lot.
Right.
They got a lot of movies behind their name. Now, with that being said, Erica is also friends with Ty.
Oh,
okay. I'm friends with Ty.
Yeah,
it's cool.
okay.
But on set, apparently, and Mayetta says this on the show.
Two different, yeah.
On the set, Drew said something to the effect of, if things don't work out with Ralph and I, then I'll just I might have to just get with my girl crush or something.
Ooh.
And Mayetta said, "Who is your girl crush?" And she said, "Ty."
I saw that in the confessional, Manietta's confessional. Yeah.
Right. So she said it to Mayetta,
okay,
but she also said it to my friend, who was a makeup artist, and she had a part in the movie as well, Tay.
Okay.
I don't want to get mixed up. Let's say my friend who's a makeup artist, okay?
Okay.
So anyway, with that being said, my friend who's a makeup artist mentioned it to Erica. The next day, Erica had brought Ty to set.
Because Drew said that.
Now, I don't know if it was because of what Drew said.
I like the hookup.
I don't know if it was because of what she said.
Okay. Voila.
But what I will say, she said prior that was her girl crush.
So, Candy, it wasn't you who set the whole thing up.
I didn't set it up. She said out her own mouth to the people who, you heard Mayetta say it herself, from her mouth to Mayetta's ears, it's on the show, that Ty was her girl crush. So it was mentioned to another friend on set who's friends with Ty, and voila, Ty showed up the next day.
Okay.
Now, I don't know.
It was two different ways.
What?
The makeup artist, I guess they're probably just talking about how it's going so far. And she's like, yeah, you're not thinking anything of it. You're like, I was trying to help Drew get into it. She's talking about a scene with a girl, and it's like, well, just think about, like, who your girl crush is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
She said, so you brought her dream to life.
Wait, hold on, not me. Okay. Stop dropping me. No. Now, mind you, just because she said that was her girl crush, it does not mean you have to act on that. So I'm not saying that makes her guilty, innocent, or anything. Right. I'm just saying that Candy didn't do it. Right. Okay? That's what I'm making. It manifested
itself. She's a great manifester then.
Yeah, don't be Candy's movie. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, so after that, Ty may have stopped by the set a couple times. May or may not. I'm not confirming.
Right.
But
She had friends on the set. I mean, a few of us are friends with her, so it wasn't a big deal.
Ooh. What do we have here?
Boy, you got it. Hit them dry lips while I ride it.
You better live it up. You better live it up. You better live it up. I know a Strappiano when I see one.
While I ride it.
You better live it up.
So excited, so exotic.
You better live it up.
So exotic.
You better live it up.
So exotic.
You better live it up.
While I ride it.
You better live it up. I know a Strappiano when I
So
see
exotic.
one. Ooh.
While I ride it.
What do we have here? Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? 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 You're so obsessed. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.